Welcome friends. Today we have started the array. Today we are going to see some more programs based on array. Okay. What is array? Array is collection of variables of same data type that share common name. And we have seen a simple program to store the data in it. How to store the data, what is in by subscript, what is in by length. So today we are going to see a program. Write a program in C++. Write a program in C++ to declare and initialize. To declare and initialize an array of 5 integers. And print number of odd element and print number of odd oblique even elements in it. You see, carefully read the statement what the task is given, what we have to do. Write a program in C++ for what? To declare and initialize an array. Array is collection of variables of same data type. Length of array 5 integers. You see, three things are clear. We have to declare an array. Length will be 5, data type will be integer. An array of 5 integers. And what do we have to do? Print. Count and print number of odd even elements in it. Among that 5, how many odd and how many evens are there? So first of all, we will do the task or the program is having two tasks. First, declare and initialize an array. That first task we are going to do. While main. First task, declare and initialize an array. And in last period or starting period of the array, we have seen array can be initialized by two ways. That is static initialization and dynamic initialization. What is in by static initialization? As we declare integer a is equal to 8. That is static initialization. Whereas integer a, Cin greater than a, that is dynamic. Suppose here we are going to declare static integer n of 5. How to read this? Integer n of 5. This is declaration of an array. This is declaration of an array. Now it is to be initialized by opening the bracket. It is its format. Suppose 01, 02, 03, 04, 05. Directly also you can write down. Not necessary to be in 2 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comma. Here is semicolon. This is called as declaration of array and initialization. So wherever variable is declared, memory is reserved. Similarly, whenever array is declared, memory is also reserved. But 5 memory locations will be reserved. All this will be called as n. And every element is identified by a number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And these elements will be stored here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is called as array. Array is collection of variables of same data type. array is collection of variables of same data type. Here n is array of five integers. You see five integers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you are confusing, you can say that 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Why? You might be confusing in this. This is called as the subscript. These are the elements 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, suppose there are five individual variables. To make how you might have integer a, comma b, comma c, comma d, comma e. So here a, b, c, d, e. Five individual variables might be there like this. A, B, C, D, E, and there will be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then what is the difference between five individual variables and an array? An array is collection of variables. These are the five variables. Its collection is done here, n. Thus, array is collection of variables. You see how many variables are there? Integer a, comma b, comma c, comma d, comma e. Five variables are there. And this is the array. Array is collection of variables. That's your common name. Thus instead of declaring five individual variables, we have declared one array. So first task of the program is over. What is that? First task of the program was declare and initialize an array. So array is a declare and initialize. Now what we have to do? We have to find out. Now you can ask the question, sir, if you want to initialize it dynamically, not statically, then what we can do? C in greater than n of 0. How to read this? Integer n of 5. N is not a single. Of 5. Integer n of 5. Integer n of 5. 5 integers, 1 n. Integer n of 5. This is the n of 5. 5 what? 5 integers. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Integer n of 5. Or n is array of 5 integers. N is array of 5 integers. What 5 integers are there? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's your common name, all n. Also we have seen if individual variables might be was there, a, b, c, d, e, like this. So this is the array which is collection of variables. Instead of a, b, c, d, e, only n is there, that is the collection of 5 integers. So this was static initialization. You can declare also C in greater than n of 0. Data will be taken from keyboard due to the C statement and it is stored in n of 0. So keyboard we have. Then you can say C in greater than n of 1. From keyboard to this. So 5 times you are going to do it, and whenever particular activity is to be performed for more than one time, loop can be established. And thus we can say for what? For I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to 4, I plus. We know that to construct the loop, three things are required, that is initialization, condition and increment. And initialization and condition, it is not necessary that loop is to be repeated for 5 times. So it doesn't mean that you should start from 1 to 5. You can start from 1 to 5. You can start from 0 to 4. You can start from 11 to 15. Anyhow, 5 repetitions will be there. Then why we are interested in 0 to 4 instead of 1 to 5? Reason is that the value variable I, which is used for initialization, same can be used as a subscript to identify the number. So that's why this can be done. So I will be used for double purpose, that is initializing variable. For counting purpose I is taken and also used for subscript. So this is a dynamic we have done it statically. This is for our information. Oh, now what the second task of the program is? Second task is that we are going to count how many odds are there, how many evens are there. So odd, even, odd. 3 odds and 2 evens are there. We know that, but we have to do it by using computer. So 5 times all numbers we are going to check. 5 times we are going to check. We are going to check 11. We are going to check 12. We are going to check 13. We are going to check 14. We are going to check 15. Whether it is odd or even. So we are going to check. We are going to check 5 times. So repetitions are there. So obviously loop can be established. For loop. For what? For I is equal to 0, I must be less than or equal to 4, I plus. Again we can ask the question, why I initialization is start at 0 and condition is 4? Why not 1 to 5? So as I have told that for 5 repetitions, 1 to 5 is not necessary. 2 to 7 also do same thing. 6 to 10 also do the same things. If initialization is at 6 and condition is 10, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 repetitions will be 5. But why we are interested to initialize from 0 to 4? Because the variable I can be used for double purpose, that is counting as well as identifying the subscript. You can ask the question. If this is our checking, if what? If n of I. If what? N of I, who is first rank? 0. If n of 0, if n of I, put the value of I there, first value of I, 0. If n of I, the initial value of I is 0. If n of 0, who is that? 11. If we divide it by 2, modulo 2, and you know what? If number is moduled by 2, divided by 2, if remainder is 0, then it is even, otherwise odd. If n modulo 2, n of 0, first repetition is there, that's why I, the value of I is 0. If n of 0, who is n of 0? 11. 11 modulo 2, 11 divided by 2. Quotient is 5, product is 10, remainder is 1. Is equal to 0? No, it is 1. So, E1 is equal to E1 plus 1. Where we will keep integer E is equal to 0, comma, O is equal to 0. Integer E1. E is equal to 0, comma, odd is equal to 0. Same. E is equal to E plus 1. It can be written in another format. U plus. That is same. U is equal to U plus 1. When the number modulo 2 is equal to 0, then otherwise odd. Else odd is equal to odd plus 1, that is odd plus. Initially both are kept as 0. Now what will happen? You see, loop is finished. Else finished. Loop finished. Now trace the program. Integer n of 5. N is array of 5 integers. What are those? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. These are the 5 integers. Integer n of 5. Who? 5 are there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. These 5 elements are there. Integer n of 5. Again, 2 integer variables are there. Integer e is equal to 0, odd is equal to 0. For what? Initially, the variable e and odd will be kept as 0, 0. And once we are going to check one more variable important is I. For counting purpose. Whenever loop is to be established, 3 things are required. Initialization, condition increment. Initialization is 0. Condition I must be smaller than equal to 4. The condition is satisfied. So as condition is satisfied, flow is permitted to come inside. As flow comes inside, there is a question. If what? If n of 0, and correctly the value of I is 0. If n of 0, who is n of 0? N of 0 is 11. 11 modulo 2 is equal to 0. So 11 divided by 2, quotient is 5, product is 10 divided by 1. So its answer is this relational expression. Relational expression gives answer in true or false. So your question, if n of 0 modulo 2 is equal to 0, right now, no. Then if part will not be executed, rather else will be executed. Odd plus. Now odd becomes 1. Odd, which was initially 0, plus 1. Next time, the value of I become 1. If the value of I become 1, condition I is smaller than 4, yes, right now it is 4. Sorry, right now it is 1. Condition I must be smaller than equal to 4. Yes, condition is satisfied. Again, flow is permitted. If n of 1, who is that? 12. n of 1, 12. 12 modulo 2 is equal to 0. 12 modulo 2 is equal to 0. Quotient is 6, product is 12, remainder is 0. Yes, answer is yes. So if yes, E is equal to U plus 1. So U become, who was initially, U was 0, it become plus 1. Else part is not executed. For loop finished. I becomes 2. I is smaller than 4? Yes. N of 2, if n of 2 modulo 2, who is n of 2, that is 13. 13 by 2. Now quotient is 6, product is 12, remainder is 1. So if n modulo 2 is equal to 0, no. So U plus plus will not be done, rather odd plus plus will be done. So odd plus plus. For loop finish. I is incremented by 1. I become 3. I is smaller than 4? Yes. Permission is there. Again question. If n of 3 divided by 2 gives remainder 0, question. n of 3, who is that? 14. 14 divided by 2, remainder 0. You see? 14 divided by 2, quotient is 7, product is 14, remainder 0. Yes. If yes, then U plus plus. Else will not be executed. Either one will be executed. If finish. Again, I becomes 4. I is smaller than equal to 4. Not smaller than 4, but equal to 4. If n of 4, who is that? 15. 15 divided by 2 gives remainder 0. Question. Remainder is 1. 0? No. If no, then E part will not be executed, rather else part will be executed. Odd plus plus. Else part executed, if not executed, or loop finish. I becomes 5. Condition. I is smaller than or equal to 4? No. It is not smaller than 4, not equal to 4. It becomes 5. The loop is not permitted. Flow is not permitted. And hence, loop finished. Now here. See out total E1 is equal to, in which variable? U variable is there. See out total odd is equal to, in which variable we have placed the odd? OW semicolon. Now this is main finished. You see. After the loop is finished, see out total E1 is equal to U. That is total odd is equal to odd. Total odd is equal to 1, 2, 3. 3 odd, 2 even. I think you have got the array concept. Again, we are going to see some programs based on array. I think you have got the program, and tomorrow again we will see. Thank you.